You're watching the 2025 Shriners Children's Hospital Clearwater Invitational presented by Evo Shield. Another gorgeous day just down the road from the beach as we bring you back to Eddie Seymour Fields for a top 10 showdown between two former Women's College World Series teams a year ago. Joining us for 40 games and Megan Delgadillo, a hot potato on the left side of the infield, and she beats the throw from Kenaya Bragg.
Yeah, Bragg, a freshman third baseman, free to cover first.
Now a line drive into the gap in right center, and it's down into the wall. Off the bat of Claire Tim. Here comes Delgadillo, and just like that, two batters in. It's a one-run lead for the Cowgirls.
My goodness, how quick things can happen in an inning. Claire Tim wasting no time to see a pitch that she likes. Aggressive early in the count. Beautiful extension right back up the middle of the field. And Jessica Clemens, a transfer center fielder new to UCLA, gives her all to dive for that ball, but can't. First game 9-6, and then ended up losing to Florida State 8-0 in the final game.
Hassler goes down on strikes. Nice response from Caitlin Terry. And one down in the first.
Or that rise ball you just saw and her curveball mixing a little bit more screw and drop this season.
Godwin shoots it through the right side, and into scores comes Tim. And quickly 2-zip Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State having a ton of success with the first strike that they see. All three of their hits have come in this game on the first strike of the at-bat. Carly Godwin, more of an inside-out swing, gets jammed, but she's just so strong, still able to get enough barrel on it.
One-two to Warwick is a swing and a miss.
Such a good swing and miss for her. Caitlin Terry, that right and efficient.
Third strikeout of the inning, but not before Oklahoma State can plate two with a couple of singles. They lead it as we head to the home half of the first. And the first pitch is down for a base hit.
It's a way to answer right back if you're Jessica Clemens, and a really experienced transfer for UCLA. 2024 Big West to begin seasons, which can be hard to do, you know? Season's new.
Winds this deep into left center field, and it's over the head of Megan Delgadillo. In to score comes Clements on an RBI double by Savvy Pulla.
How about both of these new center fielders getting tested in two different ways? I really thought that Delgadillo had a beat on this, and from up here in the press box, getting kind of not a great view. I thought that when she jumped, she had this, but it's Savvy Pulla for extra bases again, and a really level, smooth swing just out of the reach of Delgadillo, and UCLA answers right back. The two holes, it says, thank you for putting that there with two strikes, and I'm more in a protect mode anyway.
1-0 to Woolery to second base, scooped by Davis as Pulla advances to third, and now the tying run 60 feet away.
This is a huge opportunity for Riley Crandall, top 10 team, and prove to her team she wants to be out there in the big game.
Fly ball into right field. Back on it is Tim, and it is down, and we are tied. Running for third is Grant, and she is out at third base. Great relay to get Grant extending a double into a triple, but we are tied in the first at 2.
Another two-strike double off of Crandall here, and Megan Grant just has such a smooth, beautiful left-handed swing. Oklahoma State plays this well with the relay end to get her out at third base, so it'll just go down as a double. But this is something that you practice all the time in the fall. You practice this when you were 10, 11, 12 years old. They nailed the relay, something that in the games that I've watched here this weekend has...
Fly ball in the left field has a chance. It is off the middle of the wall, off the bat of Seneca Curo. And she is in with a double. Multiple extra base hits.
Kilfoyle, Ivy Rosenberry, the list just goes on and on. Kelly Maxwell, oh, start there.
Right center field, down and off the wall. Another extra base hit gives UCLA the lead off the bat of Kanaya Bragg.
Four doubles in this inning for UCLA, and this time the freshman gets in on the action. These pitches are just too much over the plate, whether it's a veteran up there or a freshman. UCLA's offense is always so explosive. They reload every year, and now you're at a part of the...
Up the middle and into center field. They will hold Bragg as Delgadillo was getting ready to fire it home.
A little funny looking bear. He's cute.
Fly ball right side, playable for Tim with her heels on the track, makes the play. UCLA strands to start a game yet on field 9. 5 combined runs in the opening inning. On a hop, backhanded by Garcia, and makes a strong play across the diamond to get Talon Edwards.
The doubles and triples too, but just one home run hit at this field here in field 9. That's it.
Batted down at first by Woolery. 2 quick outs for Caitlin Terry, and a nice response. She is 1-2, backhanded again by Garcia, and a 1-2-3 inning for Terry, who has set down 5 straight.
The pitcher wants to see that, looking back at her.
Line right into the mid of Edwards, 1 down. Let's take a look at today's keys to the game, brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospital. Takes this into left field. Back on it, Hadhoot, and cannot get there. The 5th double of the game for the Bruins. And the 2nd time aboard in as many innings for Jessica Clements.
Yeah.
Big emphasis put on this top 10 showdown to kick off their Clearwater tournament as Pola pops it up left side, and Edwards has out number 2.
They look back since.
Jordan Woolery at the plate in the 3 spot with a runner at second base. Bloodworth makes the play, and Oklahoma State Delgadillo high hopper and taken by Curro by herself. 1 down.
Power, aggressiveness, answering back, and the way that Caitlin Terry has settled into this game now with 4 strikeouts. Oftentimes going to that rise ball that she can spin up.
And with 16 strikeouts.
This is a UCLA pitching staff that's very familiar from last year. There's a hit by pitch there to Amanda Hassler. She'll take first base. But a freshman, a stellar freshman, and Amanda Fisher give depth to their pitching staff.
At third, it is Bragg, and that is a beautiful inning by Caitlin Terry, who has set down 7 of the last 8 she has faced. Incredible conference that has been, and certainly UCLA has been at the forefront of that, winning the final Pac-12 regular season title and conference title in 2024. First out of the 3rd, Megan Grant. Two down in the 3rd with the strikeout of Curro.
Yeah, and Ruby Malin is trying to bring the art, but I'm starting Ruby Malin. If that's my goal, to get more pitching time for her.
Deep fly ball to center, not deep enough. Caught by Delgadillo in a 1-2-3 inning for Ruby Malin. Losing Megan Faramo. She got a ton of innings and maybe took some lumps early, obviously dealt with some injuries. That catches a piece of Michaela Wark, who is aboard for now the first time today.
UCLA this season.
Macy Graff pinch running at first. Only play at first. Well turned, and now Graff is in a pickle. She will get back to second wisely after the sac bunt by Rosie Davis. Third and at first. Now a runner at second, the tying run for Oklahoma State. Talon Edwards backhanded by Woolery. And 2 down as Wark moves in to third base.
Back behind the catcher, but it is pretty tight. It creates a big bounce, and both of these teams are having their first game here.
How about 2 nice plays by Woolery over at first? We will chat with, as this is flied into center field. Back on it, Delgadillo, and it is gone. Elena Garcia leads off the 4th with a solo shot to center. Just the 2nd home run on field.
Freshman getting extra love from her teammates for hitting this one on a pitch that was just down the heart of the plate. She sees it's a mistake, puts a good swing on it, is on time, lets Ruby Malin provide the power, and it heads on out of here. Just her 2nd home run that we've seen in 5 games. Gets the espresso bean from Lisa Fernandez, who is now coaching third base this season. Started in the fall, and they all did it together as a freshman class. It came early, and Coach Perez called them a mini village. Got comfortable together as Ruby Malin rebounds there.
Figuring out who's it going to be when the game is on the line, when they need outs. 2 outs now in the 4th. Average. Clements draws a walk on the check down to third base. Destiny Robinson says she did not go around, and the inning continues for UCLA.
A good day in the leadoff spot for Jessica Clements. Single, a double, a walk. Opportunity to put up some big-time wins.
Runner at first, 2 down, and a 1-2 count to Savvy Pola, who's already doubled. Rolls it to third on one knee. Edwards popping up, and that ends the inning. Order for Caitlin Terry. 1-2 to Bloodworth. Swing and a miss. 5th strikeout for KT.
And that last season, yet they still made it to the World Series.
Great play on the run. It's short by Elena Garcia, making it look easy. 2 down in the 5th. Begins 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on ESPN. Deep in the hole this time for Garcia, and no problem. A 1-2-3 for Caitlin Terry. Middle of the 5th. Oklahoma State trying to get some runs back when we return in Clearwater. Jordan Woolery up the middle. Not a bunt, but on the ground, and she is aboard for the first time today. And indeed, we will have a pinch runner. It is Lauren Hatch.
Big shift on the infield here for Megan Grant.
Fly ball to center. Back at the wall, Delgadillo, and it is gone. 2-run blast. Again to dead center, and UCLA has opened it up in the 5th.
All right, we were just talking about it. The sweet spot, the jet stream up the middle of the field. UCLA has found it. A&M found it first with KK DeMent. And then now Megan Grant gets this rise ball and gets underneath it. This is a towering home run ball that just continued to travel. Barely getting over. It looks like it hits the top of the fence over the head of Delgadillo. Megan Grant has just so many extra base hit potential in her swing. Oftentimes finding California is just completely hard to watch and awful. But there was even a moment where the whole team went out and handed out equipment to people, including donors who had lost everything. So you're down by 4 runs, and then all of a sudden, before you know it, you're walking off the field because you're down by 8. It can happen so fast.
That goes off the glove at third base of Edwards, and Bragg is safe.
Maybe she might not even notice it.
Yeah, you're right. That is tipped into the mitt of Amanda Hassler, and 2 down. To short, charging in Bloodworth, and that is enough to end the inning. But
if not the best pitch.
One down. As this is flared into deep center field and over the head of Clemens. Godwin is coasting into second base with a one-out double. Maybe the score was a little bit deceiving. Knuckled into left and caught, and no opportunity to tag for Vandewater. 2 down. Now, 3 times in that game they had ball generating, and so he was really excited, Amanda, to see what kind of urgency they'd play with. How about this for urgency? That's a home run. A 2-run shot by Rosie Davis. And the Cowgirls are back in it in Clearwater.
That's a 2-run home run for Rosie Davis.
They've been their best whenever they swung early in the count. In fact, both extra base hits in this inning have been on the first pitch of the AB, but Rosie Davis had to have known that one with the way that she squared it up, the way it felt off of her bat, and you just see it fly over the left field fence. Finally, here we go, some fireworks happening on field 9. A few home runs in this game. Rosie Davis with the latest. And boy, Oklahoma State needed that one back. It's a long weekend too, and this, honestly, Matt, could have been one of those planned things where it's like, all right, Caitlin, you're going 5 innings, and then we're going to bring Taylor Tinsley in no matter what.
Bounce to first, and Godwin could not scoop it. Maybe felt the pressure as Slimp was getting up the line quick.
In this game, Matt, is so much about momentum.
Back to first, quick throw, and a good decision over to second base by Godwin. They get the lead runner, 1 down as Clements reaches on the...
If you need us, this is where we'll be, right here.
We're not going anywhere.
We're not.
Whether you like it or not. That's a base knock for Savvy Pola.
Into it, hits a 2-run home run, is trying to fight back, claw back, answer back into this game. You have to play clean defense.
Shot over to the right side, sweeping to get there is Davis. Both runners advance on the Woolery ground out.
Pull off of her position, and then Bloodworth playing well up the middle of the field, the shortstop.
Up the middle, it is snared by Malin, and that will get Oklahoma State out of the inning. UCLA strains 2.
Taylor Tinsley with
and 2 down on back-to-back strikeouts by Taylor Tinsley. Rolled to third. Woolery slinging it to first, not in time. I beg your pardon, Bragg. And
what it is.
And so the tying run at the plate. Claire Tim into right. And coming over to make the catch is Jessica Clements, and UCLA avenges their run rule loss to Oklahoma State last year in early February, and they pick up their first Power 4 win coming against a top 10 team.
A great team win for UCLA. Came out with a lot of energy. Freshmen stepped up, veterans stepped up. They're ready to take on this Clearwater Invitational Tournament.
For Amanda Scarborough, Matt Schumacher saying so long from field 9. UCLA gets it done. Starts Clearwater off on the right foot.